everyone, it's Karen here again with another tutorial for Roben-Marie Smith. The tutorial that we're going to be doing today is a really simple one, and it's one that I've really enjoyed making and really love the end product. We're going to be making these cute little magnets that I made from bottle caps that I collected just from drinks that I had around the house. So we're going to be using the Printmaker Pro art pop cards. We're going to be using, of course, some found poems, because it wouldn't be a project for me if I didn't have found poetry in there somewhere. And we are going to be making the really cute little magnets that you can stick on your fridge, you can give away as gifts. I'm really in love with them. So I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. Okay then, so let's get started with our tutorial. I have my supplies here. I have my Printmaker Pro cards from Roben-Marie Smith, so I'm going to be punching circles out of this. I have my 1-inch circle punch, which I will use to punch out my circles. I have bottle caps here that I have collected. So these bottle caps just so happen to fit right inside my circle punch, but any kind of punch will do that's around the same size. And you can also just trace around the top of the bottle cap here, no problem, and you'll be able to get a circle out of it. Don't worry about it being too precise, because the liquid will cover over that, so it won't be too important. I have got my magnets. I have got sticky back magnets here. So these are small little magnets and they have a sticky back on them. So I'll be able to just peel them off and stick them on. Although I think for this particular project, I probably will reinforce it with some stronger glue to just make sure that they do actually stick properly onto my bottle cap when I'm done. I have my Yuku glue stick. And I also have this from Media. This is liquid glass. Now I know that Ranger does a very similar product to this, so you could use that as well. What you're looking for here is to fill your bottle cap with a clear glaze so that you'll be able to seal your work inside it, your little found poem and your paper circle. So anything that will do that for you will work. I probably wouldn't recommend something like PVA glue or matte medium or anything, because it will dry kind of with a kind of a milky. So anything that's going to dry completely clear is what you're looking for. So this or something very similar to it will do. So to start off with, I'm just going to punch out my circles from the Printmaker Pro. So because I have the circle punch, I'm going to be able to pop in my card whatever way I like, and I'll be able to see it. If I do it from the bottom, I'll be able to see that. If you are drawing around the circle, you can just pick a piece that you like and punch a circle out of that. So I'm just going to punch some circles. So I can just move it around to see which bit I like. Like that there, so I'm just going to keep that. My circles punched out, I'm just going to pop them into the lids of my bottle caps. I'm just going to put a little bit of Yoo-hoo glue stick on the back of them. It's not really essential to stick them down, but it just helps when you're working on top of them to just have them a little bit adhered. When we put the liquid glass or whatever you're using to stick them inside on top of it, that will seal them into the bottle cap, so you don't need to worry too much about it. It's just really to keep it in place whilst we're working. So there are my three. So I'm going to be popping in some found words that I have. So I have these here. I have clever, glorious mind, hearty delights, and her gift, the truth. And the sample one that I have says fly little dreams. I really love this one. If you don't want to use some found texts, you can absolutely print out a little saying on the computer. You just need to make sure that your font is really quite small. So this font that I have here is from the book, and it's really very small because you only have 1 inch to work with, so you want to be making sure that your words are small and concise. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to glue the words into the bottle cap. So now I have my words stuck into my cap, and as you can see there's nearly a straight line inside, and I quite like that, so just stick them down however you like. If I thought about it a little bit more, I probably would have stuck the words onto the paper before I popped it into the tab of the bottle, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. So I have them now, and all I need to do now is I need to fill them with the liquid glass. Now this means that this will be very wet, and it does take a wee while to set, so I'm definitely going to come back and finish these off tomorrow. I would definitely recommend that you leave them for at least 24 hours and make sure that you put them up somewhere where people are not going to touch them with their fingers, because the fingerprints can stay in them, and keep them away from animals or anything like that that's going to knock it over. So I'm going to fill them up with the liquid glass now. Okay, so my bottle caps are now completely dry. I ended up having to leave them around 48 hours for them to totally dry altogether. I found that they were still a little bit clear, the clearness wasn't quite set yet. So when they're completely and fully clear, that's when you know that the liquid that you've been using has set. So it's got a nice shine on it, and you can really see the art pops and my fan poem pieces at the bottom. So my magnets that I bought are just these really small little magnets, just to be able to stick them onto your refrigerator or anything else that you'd like to adhere them onto. The back of them has a sticky back, and you just peel it off and you can pop it on. For this purpose, because the bottle cap is not very heavy, but it is a little bit heavier perhaps than they were intended for, I'm going to add a little bit more glue. I just have this Bostik glue. It's an all-purpose clear, it's extra strong. It's a bit stinky, but it works very well, and it's a very good strong glue. But any glue that you have to hand that is maybe a lot stronger than, say, a PVA glue would be perfect for this. Even your glue gun would be great. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick these on just to give them a little bit of extra strength to the adhesion onto the back of my bottle caps. So there we have our finished little magnet. The glue will take a few minutes to set. This glue actually dries pretty quickly, so I won't need to leave it for too long, but just leave your glue to set, and then you've got these cute little magnets to add onto your fridge. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and we'll see you again next time.